a beautiful Tuesday morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show coming to you from Carnival Radio. And this is Newspaper Review. I am Joseph Oyukola. With me this morning, I have different newspapers with different interesting stories. I have Punch with me. I have Vanguard with me, I have the Nation newspaper, and of course I have the Daily Post newspaper. But to begin the news, here are the headlines. NLPC hell under fire as $897 million worry refinery revamp flops. EFCC arrests wanted socialite Akimugu at Abuja Airport. Opebolo suspends primary healthcare agency boss over financial infractions. Tinubu needs second time to complete reforms, says Kayama. Now to the news in details. Industry operators and experts have questioned the operational integrity of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, particularly regarding transparency, efficiency, and overall management of Nigeria's refineries under its purview. This is after the revelation that the Warri Refining and Petrochemical Company has remained shut since January 25, 2025 due to safety issues on its crude distillation unit main heater. An April 2005 document on the midstream and downstream sector obtained from the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority revealed that the refinery, which consumed $897.6 million in maintenance costs, failed to produce premium motor spirit petrol and was shut down barely a month after former NLPC Group Chief Executive Officer Melek Yari declared it operational. Industry operators and experts described this as disheartening, while further findings show that the Port Harcourt Refining Company, which resumed operations in November 2024, has been operating below 40% capacity. News may report that the 125,000 barrels per day capacity Warri Refinery, which had been moribund for decades due to technical issues, was brought back to operations in November 2024 and has been operating below 40% capacity. The Punch report another situation that the Warri capacity, which had been moribund for decades due to technical issues, was brought back by National Oil Corporation on December 30, 2024, situated in Ekpan, Owihe, and Ubeje areas of Warri. The petrochemical plant has an annual production capacity of 13,000 metric tons of polypropane and 18,000 metric tons of carbon black, commissioned in 1978. The WRPC is operated by the NLPC and was established to cater to the markets in Nigeria's southern and southwestern regions. The newsman reported that President Bola Tinubu commended the NLPC held to completing the refurbishment of the 125,000 capacity Warri Refinery, which reportedly kicked off operations at 60% capacity. For more details, please visit the Punch newspaper. NLPC held under fire as $897 million Warri Refinery revamp flops. Meanwhile, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on Tuesday arrested businesswoman Aisha Achimogo at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. Newsmen gathered that Achimogo was arrested around 5 a.m. shortly after a return from London. Achimogo had been declared wanted in March by the FCC over allegations of criminal conspiracy and money laundering. On Monday, the Federal High Court in Abuja, presided over by Justice Ihe Ekwo, had ordered her to appear before the FCC on Tuesday and also to appear before the court on Wednesday, April 30, 2025. A lawyer, Chief Chikusolu Ojukwu, confirmed her arrest in a message to newsmen saying Aisha who arrived voluntarily into the country from London, was arrested by the FCC around 5 a.m. on Tuesday. Ojukwu criticized the FCC's action, describing it as a violation of court order. He further disclosed that Achimogo had commenced a hunger strike to protest what he termed a breach of our fundamental rights. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. Just a EFCC arrests wanted socialite Aisha at Abuja Airport. In the meantime, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamon, among the urged members of the ruling All Progressive Congress to remain focused on re-electing President Bola Tinubu in 2027, stressing that the president needs a second term to complete his economic reforms. Speaking as a guest on a television program, Kayema, a senior advocate of Nigeria, warned that it would be tragic for another administration to halt the fiscal and economic policies currently being implemented by Tinubu-led government. Kayema further explained it will be tragic for any government to come in 2027 and stop these reforms. This is what has happened in the past, where you have all kinds of incoherent policies being implemented. For more details, please visit Vanguard newspaper. Tinubu needs second term to complete reforms, says Keyamo. In another development, Opebolo suspends a primary healthcare agency boss over financial infractions. The Oyo State Governor, Monday Opebolo, has suspended the Executive Secretary of Edo Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Carlson Wimiri, over alleged financial infractions. This is contained in a statement by the Secretary of the State Government, Huma Ikilo, on Tuesday in Benin, the state's capital. The statement directed the most senior staff of the agency to take over pending the outcome of an investigation by a special committee. Consequently, most senior staff of the agency will have in functioning capacity pending the outcome of a special committee to be constituted by the government to investigate the various allegations. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Opebolo suspends primary healthcare agency boss over financial infractions. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. Chidinma Ojukwu, a 300-level student of the University of Lagos, who is standing trial for the alleged murder of Super TV Chief Executive Officer Michael Ataga, on Monday told Lagos State High Court that she did not report the incident to the police because she was afraid. Chidinma, in her defense before Justice Yetunde Adesanya at the Lagos State High Court sitting at Afabalewa Square, explained that she feared being wrongly accused if she reported the crime. The defendant was also charged with stealing and forgery alongside one Adedapo Quadri and her sister Chioma Igoju. They were arraigned on October 12, 2021 on a 9-count charge preferred against her. Defendant, who opened a case in April 17, 2025, narrated the event that followed the discovery of Ataga's lifeless body. Chidinma gave a detailed account of her activities from June 16 to 23, 2021. Led in evidence by her counsel, Onwuka Hegu, defendant recounted that on June 16, 2021, she noticed that a WhatsApp message she had sent earlier to Ataga had been read and that his status was showing online, even though she had seen him lying motionless in a pool of blood. She said she attempted to call his number several times, but the calls were declined. She said she was confused and she asked herself if someone else had his phone. Chidinma testified that she contacted the gateman known as Abu, who usually handled utilities at the short-legged apartment. When she asked him if he had seen Ataga, he said he replied that Ataga had left the previous day. However, the gateman later informed her that Ataga's car was still parked at the property. For more details, please visit the Punch newspaper. I didn't report Ataga's death due to fear, says Chidinma. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is a recap of headlines. And NPC held under fire as $897 million worry refinery revamp flops. The FCC arrests wanted socialite Akimugu at Abuja Airport. Apebolo suspends primary health care agency boss over financial infractions. Tinubu needs second term to complete reforms, says Kiyama. And with that, we've come to the end of this paper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app from Google Play Store and app iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyokola. Good morning and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Tuesday.